What's going on? I just want to give a quick message about the concept of reciprocity. I know that, of course, people who grew up in the 80s and 90s, when they heard Lauryn Hill mention that word in the song, then a lot of times it was a lot of people's first time actually hearing that word. But it's very important. And I know this is somewhat of a recurring topic in one way or another. And so I just wanted to point out that you need and deserve to have equal reciprocity, equal effort given towards you that you give towards everybody else. It is a good thing and time for you to stop having one-sided relationships. You deserve better than one-sided relationships. Now, don't get me wrong. I see a caveat. I see an issue where you see on social media, a lot of times people will post things like how they're going to start deleting people who don't interact. They're going to start deleting people who don't show support. They're going to start deleting people or cutting people out of their lives who don't check on them. You know, I've been going through this and that and nobody checked on me. The problem with that is that very often that is one-sided in itself. The problem is that it's often hypocritical, because for the same person who's saying, I'm going to delete people who don't interact, are you interacting? Are you clicking and liking stuff from all of those people that you're planning on deleting? Like a lot of times people throw that out there like, hey, if you're not supporting me, then I'm getting rid of you. But the whole time they're not supporting anybody either. They're not supporting the same people they are talking about getting rid of. So ultimately, reciprocity has to start somewhere as well. So by all means, I completely understand. If you don't get support from anybody, if you're the one who's always putting forth the effort and not getting it in return, by all means, that could be a sign. If you feel necessary to say, hey, I'm cutting you off, or I'm going to stop putting myself out there, because you are actually trying. The key to it is that you are trying. You are attempting to do it. You are attempting to keep a relationship going strong, or to keep a relationship, and the other person or persons are not returning that back to you, because somebody has to make the first move. If everybody takes on the mentality like, okay, you're not interacting, you're not supporting me, you don't check on me, so I'm going to get rid of you, then pretty much all relationships are over. All relationships are over. Somebody has to make the first move. So what I would challenge everyone to do is, before you say you're going to write somebody off, first, at least on your end, attempt to be present. On your end, attempt to establish contact to offer that interaction and that feedback. And then if you don't receive it in return, especially if you do it multiple times and consistently, you don't receive it in return. Okay, that is a validated reason to say, okay, well, I'm going to stop trying, because you have tried and are not receiving. Like I said, you deserve reciprocity. You deserve to have people who are just as invested in you as you are into them. You deserve to have people who give you the same level of effort that you give them. But in order for that to be determined, somebody still has to make the first move. Now, for those who just throw it out there and just be like, nobody's supporting me, so I'm cutting them off, it does require some self-evaluation as well, to take an honest look and say, well, do I support them? When's the last time I liked their pictures? When's the last time I commented on their post? When's the last time that I gave them a call to check and see how they're doing? Before you make that statement, I'm cutting people off, you do have to take a review of yourself and say, am I doing this though? I'm so critical about people not checking on me, but am I checking on those people? So it has to start somewhere. But again, if it isn't happening, if you're never being checked on, if you are putting forth the effort on your end, honestly, sincerely, and you're not getting it in return, by all means, it's not worth the effort to keep trying. So 2 points: reciprocity is deserved, but the effort has to start somewhere. Anyway, that's my thoughts real quick. Just want to throw that out there, and wish everybody a good day.